This is one of the 10 math commandments. Thou shalt not write on paper with ink. Subscribe to Mr. Math Inc. I love math.
Which one has 2 zeros and an even multiplicity and a leading coefficient? Okay, leading coefficient basically says, you know, when the a value is negative. And what that does is it basically just, it reflects it. Let's write that, reflects over the x-axis. Okay, which one is kind of turned upside down basically. And the only one that has that is h of x. But let's confirm that with the other clues. It has an even multiplicity. That basically means that at the x-axis there is a bounce. That's what even multiplicity means, right? There is a bounce to the graph, right? It bounces off, it kisses the x-axis and runs away. So we have that in here and here. Okay, and then the last clue is there are 2 zeros, okay? And the zeros are x equals -2 and x equals +2. So that kind of confirms why h of x is our answer. All right, let's go over question 3b. Which function shows an absolute? So that means it is the highest or lowest. This case is telling us a maximum. Okay, so let's go through f of x. This one, this would be an absolute minimum because this one keeps going higher. So it's not this one. That's absolute minimum there. G of x, this pink one here, again, same thing. This would be an absolute minimum. So not that one. Let's take a look at h of x. Okay, h of x here, right? It's saying that these points, those are the absolute highest points. So that would be the correct answer. C is the correct answer, has the absolute maximum. End behavior. Describe the end behavior. Remember, as you're doing end behaviors, it always goes left to right. Let's write out a couple tips for you. Left to right. And you always have this sentence, right? As x approaches blank, f of x approaches blank, right? And remember, this blue box is always the same. Always. You have one that's positive. That means as you're going to the x-axis this way, as you're going towards the right, what happens to the graph? And as you go towards the left, the other way here, where's the graph finish? So let's do this with words. As I go towards the right, the graph finishes up. Up is positive infinity. As x goes towards the left, where does the graph finish? It finishes what? Down. Down is negative infinity. Did you notice in red here that these are in opposite directions, which is an odd degree polynomial? Okay? And so if I match it up here, let's see which one that matches it. Positive, positive, negative, negative. That would be choice C. C is my correct answer. I hope that was helpful for you. See you guys.
You don't love math? What's wrong with you? I love math.
Hey guys, let's go over question number 8. Find the following sum. Sum is addition or subtraction. I'm going to distribute the 7 to each of these terms. Pass out the green starbursts. to each of these. So that would be 3x squared. The 7 is positive. 2x. 7 again to the negative 5. We'll pass out a pink starburst to each of these terms. This 2 is positive. Into this 3. Okay, let's go ahead and simplify this. I'm just going to multiply the numbers in front, so it'll be 21x squared. This would be 14x. Negative 35. Remember, this is multiplication. Common mistake is just multiply the first term. The second one mistake usually is students will try to subtract those. Again, multiply, because there's a multiplication here. If you're stuck with your integers, go ahead and just use your calculator. Let's find like terms. I'll use shapes. Those have x squared. So again, I'm just going to look at the numbers in front. That would be a 19x squared. Nothing there. 14x. And then that will become a negative 29. And that would be choice D. Alright, this problem tells you to simplify. So simplify means the basic math operations: addition, subtraction, multiplication, or division. So how do you know which one it is? You're just going to look in between them, and there's just a dot. So in this case, that'll just be multiplication. And for multiplication, we've been using a rectangle. So how do you know how large to draw your rectangle? Well, this has 2 terms, so there's going to go over here. This one has 3 terms, 1, 2, 3. So you're going to put those 1, 2, 3, and that's why it has 2 by 3. So let's go ahead and we're going to first multiply. So this will be 1 times 2, and x times x squared is x to the 3rd. We're going to keep multiplying. Negative 6 times 2 is negative 12, and you just have no x's, so it's just going to be x squared. 1 times negative 3 is negative 3, and x times x is x squared. Negative 6 times negative 3 is 18, and then there's no x's, so it's x. That was a common mistake right there. A lot of students were doing negative times and negative is a negative. Use your calculator, please. 1 times 1 is 1, so you just have 1x. And then negative 6 times 1 is negative 6. Okay, now we're going to add. If you want to, you can just write all these terms out. So this one has no like terms, so 2x to the 3rd. These two are like terms, so you're going to have negative 15x squared. These two, 18 and 1, they'll give you positive 19x minus 6. Let's put a box around it. And that's our answer.
If you love my pretty much, let's begin to try it with me and you will get the score. Better score, and then try again with me. Let's begin again right now. Again.